In addition to get and post, API routes within Next.js support other common HTTP methods as well. We've already looked at how we can accept a body payload using a post method. Other methods that conventionally take a payload are put and patch. And all that we have to do over here is just export methods called put and similarly a method called patch. Other HTTP methods don't conventionally take a body. For example, we can add a delete method that is conventionally used to delete a resource. And similarly, we can add an options method, which is conventionally used for things like cors. And then finally, we've already looked at the get method, but here we are making one more modification. Within the response of the get method, we are adding an additional header called method with the value set to get. This will help us demonstrate another HTTP method that is actually supported directly from the get response. Now, if you make a request using the HTTP post method, you can see that our post function was invoked and the response was returned. Similarly for put and for patch, and the same for other HTTP methods as well, which are delete, options, as well as get. Notice that in addition to looking at the payload to identify which method was invoked, in this case get was invoked, we coded up our get to also return an additional header called method with the value set to get. This is to demonstrate another HTTP method often overlooked called head. We didn't actually export a method called head, but you can see that a request can still be made to this method. Exporting a get method actually automatically adds support for the head method. The head method is nothing more than a request to get. The difference between get and head is that with head, only the headers are returned, the body is completely ignored. And we can see that the underlying request was indeed to our get method, as indicated by the additional header that we added, method get.